Here I Am, 2016, a novel by Jonathan Safran Foer, is a poignant exploration of a Jewish family's unraveling dynamics, paralleling their personal crises with the broader geopolitical instability in the Middle East. Set in contemporary Washington, D.C., the story delves into the deteriorating marriage of Jacob and Julia Bloch, the widening rift between them and their children, and the forces that keep them tethered despite their growing disconnection. The narrative begins with Isaac Bloch, an elderly man, grappling with the decision of whether to end his life or succumb to his family's pressure to enter a nursing home. Ultimately, Isaac chooses life, motivated in part by the desire to attend the bar mitzvah of his oldest grandson, Sam. At school, Sam finds himself waiting nervously as his parents meet with the rabbi to discuss his punishment. He was recently caught with a list of offensive, derogatory words he denies writing, though his father Jacob believes him, while Julia remains skeptical. The decision is made for Sam to apologize, and his bar mitzvah proceeds as planned. Jacob and Julia also have two younger sons, Max, the sensitive middle child, and Benji, the precocious youngest. The family dog, Argus, is aging and incontinent, adding to the strain. Sam retreats into an online virtual reality game, which he prefers over the looming event. Jacob, a successful television writer, feels creatively stifled and struggles with issues of impotence despite taking medication for baldness. He escapes into fantasies, engaging in secret online exchanges with a mystery woman. When Julia discovers the hidden phone and reads the messages, she is confronted with the stark realization that their marriage is beyond repair. Julia, an architect, has her own moment of infidelity when a mild flirtation with a client, Mark, culminates in a kiss during a chaperoned Model UN trip. Jacob, though no longer sexually attracted to Julia, finds himself seething with jealousy. The discovery of the secret phone and Julia's kiss drive the couple to face the inevitable. Their marriage, after 16 years, has simply run its course. They no longer share emotional, spiritual, or sexual intimacy, and the realization sets in with painful clarity. Jacob's cousin Tamir arrives from Israel for a visit, and Jacob, along with his father Irv, a fervently Zionist blogger known for his controversial remarks, picks him up from the airport. Upon returning to the Bloch household, Julia informs Jacob that Isaac has passed away. Almost simultaneously, a devastating earthquake strikes Israel, causing widespread destruction. News outlets relentlessly cover the disaster, while global leaders express their condolences and offer support. In the aftermath, the Middle East descends into turmoil, with accusations that Israel is hoarding supplies and failing to aid Palestinians or its neighboring nations. Tensions quickly escalate into an all-out war. Back at home, the Blochs mourn Isaac. During the burial, Jacob is struck by the realization that Isaac is interred in the section of the Jewish cemetery designated for suicides. Despite his many life struggles, Isaac couldn't hold on long enough to attend his grandson's bar mitzvah. Sam's bar mitzvah proceeds, but out of respect for Isaac and the turmoil in Israel, the celebration is modest. Instead of a large gathering, Jacob and Julia host a small event at their home. During his speech, Sam confesses to writing the offensive list of words, revealing it was a personal test to see if he was truly repressed, as his friend Billy had suggested. Despite Sam's admission, the emotional distance between Jacob and Julia deepens. When Israel invites Jew in a fighting age to join its cause in the Middle East, Jacob sees it as an opportunity to regain his sense of purpose, to prove that he's neither impotent nor repressed. He and Tamir, eager to return home, enlist, but only Tamir follows through, leaving Jacob behind in Washington, D.C. Jacob and Julia eventually separate and divorce. Although Julia swears she will never remarry, she eventually does, while Jacob remains alone. The war ends, and Israel begins to rebuild. In the final scene, Jacob decides to say farewell to Argus, the family dog. He takes him to the vet to be euthanized, comforting Argus in his final moments. He reassures the dog that he is loved, valued, and that he mattered in this world. As Jacob speaks these words to Argus, he is in fact speaking them to himself. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did, and be sure to subscribe. Thank you.